NFL Week 7. The Bengals look like real predators this weekend. Jamar Chaser's dreams is back. The gifted wideout showed why he should be mentioned when talking about the NFL's top wideouts in the game. Chase caught 8 balls for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. I like how Jamar is being utilized on both sides of the field. The Bengals align him in a multitude of ways to maximize his talent, and boy is it showing off. He lines up close or tight depending on the terminology of that offense and runs curl routes when you would think an outer corner route is coming because of how much field he has to work with. Then the next play, Chase lines up outside the numbers, uses a speed release, and catches a great touchdown while fending off 2 defenders. Next, he'll give a similar release and catch a back shoulder on the right side of the field, and then switches sides and catches another back shoulder that he turns into a 41-yard touchdown. And what I love most is how he competes when the game is on the line. His last catch would be a physical slant that he caught for 9 yards to ensure the Falcons would not get the ball back. Chase receives the Wideout of the Week award for a job well done. His counterpart, Tyler Boyd, was not at all shabby himself. Mr. Boyd amassed 155 yards on 8 receptions and 1 touchdown. If the ref gave him a touchdown on an acrobatic diving play, Boyd would have received this week's Wideout of the Week award. His touchdown came by way of a 75-yard seam route where a Falcons defender tipped over his feet, allowing Tyler to run free. Later on during the game, Boyd caught a sweet one-handed catch on an over route, and similar to his partner in crime, he caught the ball from multiple positions. It appears that the Bengals are hitting their midseason stride. Going into the second half of his career, Juju Smith-Schuster is beginning to remind me of the great Anquan Boldin. Clearly, he's lost a step, if not 2, but when you play physical brand of football, speed doesn't matter. The former Steeler brought that steel-headed mentality while facing the physical 49er defense. Outside of his touchdown of 45 yards, there were no defenders around him. Juju attempted to punish a defender or 2 on his other 6 catches. It doesn't hurt that he's catching these passes from the best quarterback in football, Patrick Mahomes, who helped Smith-Schuster end the night with 124 yards and a win against a formidable defense. There were 2 more wideouts who eclipsed the 100-yard mark during Week 7. The rookie sensation out of Ohio State Buckeyes is having himself quite the season. Chris Olave leads all rookies with 495 yards, which is impressive in my opinion. Olave has had to catch balls from Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, and now Andy Dalton. He had a routine day at the office with 1 big play on a slot post to turn the defender around. I love what I'm witnessing and hope he continues to have a stellar season. Having DeAndre Hopkins back is what the Arizona Cardinals have needed. Getting busted for PEDs caused Hopkins to miss 6 games. As a former wideout, I don't see how PEDs help a wideout. If you can't get off the press or run a good route or catch the ball, no type of supplement can substitute those skills. However, if you do the crime, you must do the time. When not in trouble, DeAndre Hopkins is a top 5 wideout. Before the trade to Arizona, Hopkins' numbers were really impressive. Hopkins averaged 1,228 yards per season and was on ESPN highlights weekly. His first season with the Cardinals, he caught 115 balls for 1,407 yards and 6 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins is big time, and now that he's back and the bullshit is behind him, I look forward to his name being mentioned weekly on this blog. He caught a bunch of hitch and stop routes with a mix of slants and back shoulder throws for his 10-catch, 103-yard day. This performance is a microcosm of big plays to come. Wide outs, let's go. Have another week of great practice and perform better.